Battle of the All-Stars 2019. We got a good one here. We got number 3 seed Texas going up against number 11 seed Tennessee. They have won their 2 games very convincingly, going up against some of the best players in the nation. Texas on the New Jersey Night.
And I am Up and Tumble, and I'm going to tell you who is skating in white. That is seeded number 3 in this tournament, Texas All-Stars. Number 711, Ali Gori. 138, Anita Riot. 89, Arrakis. 1010, Bazooka Bubble Bum. 12, DeBella DeBall. 43, Diamond Cutter. 202, Freight Train. 235, Guillotine Grace. 113, Gypsy Rolls Lee. 9, Hurl. 297, Maneko Necro. 82, Myth America. 3, Pandemonium Doll. 215, Payo Dues. 27, Peace War. 5, Ruby Rad. No, also 5, I need to correct that, Shakira. Number 8, Speeding Beauty. 20, The Little Murder Maid. 13, Bugs Bunny. 608, B. 1013, Wino Might. 26, Wilhelmina Strike Sphere. And 1X Rebel Ann.
All right, on the Team Tennessee side of things, number 0, Block Mage. Number 11, Pants. Number 100, Beast Mode. 121, Jigs. Number 151, Bully. Number 22, Jenny Haight. Number 23, Tilly Lace. Number 27, Bushwhacker. Number 29, Unsweet Tea. 220, Electric Cal. Number 3, Lady Macbeth. Number 31, MVP from the first game, Tennessee game, Pop-Tart. Number 329, Alito 1. Number 480, Chaos, her captain. Number 53, Punch Bug. Number 57, Hines. Number 709, Mulher. Number 8, another MVP from the second Tennessee game, Jen Pinion. 901, Muse of Bruise. 102, Booty Popper. Your coaches are Mr. Cow and Man Candy and Goldie.
Okay, so correction, Shakira, yes, is 05. Ruby Rad is 5.
Yeah, they can make it easy on us, can
Yeah,
they?
no, of course
505, right?
At least we don't have multiple skaters with the same name. During this game, at least, we will start this action in under 30 seconds. And it looks like Freight Train of Texecutioner's fame is going to be starting his pivot, which is usually a jammer. She's been blocking a lot. In the home team, she blocked a lot just last week. So it's exciting to see her do blocking and jamming. That first jammer for Texas in white is number 1013, Ali Gori.
Actually, number 711, Allegory.
Oh, 711, I'm sorry, 711.
And it looks like Pop-Tart starting it out for Tennessee. Tennessee has had some solid defense here. This is going to be, their defense will be put to the test against Texas as Allegory takes lead jam status first of the game.
Yeah, Pop-Tart with 2 W's under their belt already this weekend.
And Pop-Tart going to the bench for a call I did not get.
It was cut track penalty. Meanwhile, so Power Jam and Lead Jam status for Texas continues. Ali Gori continuing on her way. And Texas is on the scoreboard with 4 points. Ali Gori going to the outside. Freight Train doing some offense. Little tap down on Allegory. She's back up on her feet. Power Jam continues.
It looks like we got about 10 seconds as Jammer is standing in the penalty box. Big hit.
Woo.
Who was that? That was number 23, Tilly Lace. That's an MVP hit right there.
That was huge. And the call-off was a little too late. The Power Jam is over, so we will start with a full complement of blockers and jammers this next jam. Texas taking the first lead of this game, 8-0. That is Thugs Bunny taking the jam line for Texas.
And it looks like Jen Pinion.
Oh, Jen Pinion did a great job yesterday's jamming. She was one of our MVPs. She is in red for Tennessee. Texas jamming in white. That is Thugs Bunny at the front of the pack. In the middle of the pack, that is Murda, Little Murder Maid. It is her birthday today, so happy birthday, Murda.
Jen Pinion knocked out to the outside.
Thugs Bunny getting reset to the back, coming around again, round the outside. Front of the pack, through. She is the lead jammer. That's 2 lead jams in a row for Texas. Bugs Bunny hitting the pack at turn number 1. Squeezing around Shakira.
Jen Pinion coming back on the track, looking to see exactly the path of least resistance, and they are losing one of their blockers. That is number 29, Unsweet Tea. 4-on-3 pack advantage for Texas.
That's a racket to the back of the pack, but, ooh, Jen Pinion almost escaped. Murder Main shut it down. Last line of defense at the front of the pack, just as a jam is called.
Another 8 points going to board for Texas, 16-0. 7:23 left in the first half.
Next up, that's from Houston Roller to be Diamond Cutter, jamming for the first time today for Texas. Fun fact about Diamond Cutter, she was a firefighter for 12 years. Now she's a star jammer.
Very impressed with Diamond Cutter's choice of gear.
Her bling
Her bling
matches her name for sure. And back in the pack, that is Punchbug jamming for Tennessee. Diamond Cutter, that's 3 lead jams in a row for Texas.
It looks like Punchbug trying to get through.
Ooh, and she is through on her initial pass, not after getting a little business from Peace War, one of the captains of the Texas All-Stars.
Great thing about Punchbug, funny thing about Punchbug, very interesting thing, she has been playing junior derby for several years. She just turned 18. This is her first adult over 18 play.
That's exciting. We have
Yes.
a couple junior graduates. Hurl, who is not here today, but she will be here tomorrow for Texas, also known as Bailey Wheat, is also a graduate from the junior roller derby. Bazooka Bubble Bum jamming for Texas. Pop-Tart back on the jam line for Tennessee. This is her second time on the jam line.
And you'll see that is the rotation. It will be Pop-Tart, Jen Pinion, Punchbug. It's worked for them for the first 2 games. Let's see if it can work here and do some magic against Texas.
Texas does have a deeper jammer bench. That is Bazooka. This is the 4th jammer for Texas, and also the 4th lead jam for Texas. Bazooka Bubblebum, she used to play for Dallas Derby Devils, is a recent transfer to Texas. She just made the home team, the Honky Tonk Heartbreakers. I imagine she'll be a Texecutioner very soon, so that's one to watch out for, Bazooka Bubblebum.
And Star Stash there, she takes the star off. Pop-Tart does.
Bazooka through for 4 points for Texas.
And it looks like we have Jenny Haight, number 22, on her way to the penalty box. 4-on-3 pack advantage for Texas.
Woo. Okay. Texas denying Tennessee again any points. Texas up to 24 points.
And Tennessee on the board, even though it's just 1 point.
Oh,
It's on the board.
Yes. Okay, that is Pandemonium Doll. Texas fielding their 5th jammer so far this game in the 5th jam.
And it looks like Jen Pinion back out there. As you said so earlier on, Texas has a deep jammer rotation. Tennessee working with just the 3. Another lead jam status. This one goes to Pandemonium Doll for Texas. 5 in a row to start off this game.
Woo. Little tap out by Pandemonium Doll. She's going to reset to turn number 1, but she is the lead jammer.
And as Jenny hit,
taking another hit.
Released from the penalty box. Looks like Mage goes to the penalty box. Block Mage.
Wise call off by Panda. Denying, okay, 0 points on that one for Tennessee. Texas up to 28, so 4 more points. They're just hitting and quitting it 4 points at a time here.
Just a little chip at a time. Chip, chip.
Chip, chip, chip. And the winner of this game is so lucky. They play the winner of the next game later this evening. Massachusetts will face off New York's All-Stars later on today. That is Ali Gorey jamming for the 2nd time today for Texas, and she has already been declared lead jammer.
Punchbug sneaks on the outside, gets through on her initial pass.
Ali Gorey's going to listen to their coach, Germinator, calls off the jam. But Punchbug did manage to steal a point there at the end. So 2 more for Texas and 1 more for Tennessee. 2 points to Texas's 30 points.
And you really have to admire Punchbug that just threw herself kind of into the pack, kind of bounced off the edge of the pack. Maybe she gets a point, and she did.
Yeah, that was a great gamble by her. Again, so 5 jammers so far for Texas, and guess what? They still haven't fielded Freight Train as a jammer, so that's when they're keeping in their pocket. Also in the pack is Guillotine Grace from Dallas Derby Devils. She's also a secret jammer. She tries to pretend she's not, but she is a really good.
Gotta love those jammers that like, I don't want to be a jammer, and then they become the best jammer.
Oh yeah, she's a great utility skater. Oh, look at that assist. That's the captain, DeBella DeBall at the front, trying to give the assist to Thugs. Thugs working for those last 2, get around those last 2 skaters, but yes, Thugs Bunny is the lead jammer for Texas.
That was Chaos on Electric Cow. Those were the last, and it looks like we have a star pass too. Block Mage. First time anyone besides the 3 has worn the star.
Well, there was a huge hit on Thugs at the end of the jam. She called it off, though. That will hold Tennessee to 2 points. Thugs managed to put 2 more points herself on the track, on the scoreboard, 32-2. Okay, that is Diamond Cutter. I'm back on the jam line for Texas.
As you can see from all the way back here, shining away.
Yes, she is sponsored by Pro Design Pads, and Bill does her right with that bling.
And it looks like we got Jen Padian wearing the star, trying to get on the board, trying to get any points up on the board for Tennessee.
Diamond Cutter already at the front of the pack, but she's great defense right now by Tennessee at the front, right at turn number 1.
I think we got Block Mage. I can see we got Bully.
Ooh. Murda doing a little fakey offense on the inside while Diamond Cutter escapes on the outside for lead jammer status. Texas lead jam every jam so far this game. Diamond Cutter, back around again. Jen Pinion resetting at the back. She's got to get around Murda. And she does. Woo, Jen Pinion, she's out and about. Oh, huge split landing outside the track.
Jen's got to go all the way back around. Try to find another strategy of just how to get through.
Yeah, she's playing it very safe right now. Diamond Cutter stuck at the back of the pack. Huge hit on Diamond Cutter all the way down.
Looks like that was Bully.
Yeah, I think she's paying for that one. Hard fought 4 points for Diamond Cutter on that last one, taking Texas at 36. Tennessee holding it too.
And it looks like Texas isn't trying, even though they have a deep jamming rotation, it looks like they're not being greedy. They're not trying to get a huge amount of points. 4, 8, that's good enough. We got another jammer. They'll come around.
Yeah.
Punchbug jamming for Tennessee. She goes down.
Oh, but that is Speeding
Beauty.
Speeding Beauty, I'm so sorry, yes. And she's actually skating for El Paso. She returned back to El Paso after skating a season with Rockin' City just north of Austin, Texas. Speeding Beauty, beautiful over and under, inbounds and on her way.
And one of last year's MVP Beast Mode skating right by me on her way to the penalty box as Bully has been released from the penalty box. Still a 4-on-3 pack advantage for Texas as Punchbug recycled all the way to the back by 0-5.
Beautiful mixed defensive pack by Texas. We have Shakira, Peace War, Myth America, and Pay Your Dues. Whew. Great jump by Texas. 44 for Texas, 2 for Tennessee. 8-point jam by Speeding Beauty. Bazooka Bubba Bum back on the jam line for Texas. This is only her second time jamming this game.
She's working with 7 points from her first jam.
Mm-hmm.
Tennessee has been one of the darling little Cinderella teams of BOTAS. And they are working on trying to get through.
Looky Lou, that is their first lead.
No, track cut called on Pop-Tart, allowing Bazooka to.
So power jam for Texas and lead jam also for Bazooka Bubble Bum. And she's already through for 4 more points for Texas.
A hop, skip, jump on the outside lane, putting up 4 points for Texas.
Another mixture of Texas skaters from all over that huge state of Texas. We have Freight Train from Austin, Guillotine Grace from Dallas. Gypsy, also one of the newest trainers for the Texas Roller Girls. She's actually also in the Speed Skating Hall of Fame. So Gypsy's been around. Power jam is over.
Pop-Tart released from the penalty box. Full strength, 5-on-5, using those toe stops.
Beautiful way to get out. Look at that little defensive.
Nice. And Pop-Tart.
Bazooka's like, did you see that? Okay, I'll just call it off. That was huge.
Like, who was that?
Great move by Pop-Tart. And the 10-point jam, nope.
12-point jam.
12-point jam, 56 for Texas.
19 points total for Bazooka.
Okay, new jammer, that Shakira. This is her first time jamming. She's already been out there blocking a whole bunch. She and her soul sister, Pandemonium Doll, are both from the Rio Grande Valley Roller Girls. Oh, it's actually Pandemonium Doll. See, I confused her with her sister.
Ah. And a recycle all the way back to the back. That is number 3, Lady Macbeth, being one of the solid pillars, the anchors of Tennessee defense first 2 games. Their defense has been put to the test. Lady Macbeth recycle all the way back and meets her with some butt block. And the very first lead jam status for Tennessee. The crowd goes nuts. Jen Pinion with the first Tennessee lead jammer. It's the little victories.
No, that was beautiful. Pandemonium is out hitting the pack after her initial pass. It called off. Texas. Did she steal one there?
3 points stolen there by Jen Pinion. It looked like
2 points for Pandemonium Doll. So 58-5.
Let's see if Tennessee can capitalize and pick up some momentum from that first lead jam. Looks like we got Pants out there. We got Beast Mode out there.
Ooh. Oh, Ali Gorey threw quickly for lead jammer status.
Makes it look really easy. One of the best jammers on Texas.
And that, the Tennessee
but
jammer.
Look at, no, that's not. That is Punch Bug.
Fast pack, almost making a full lap already, and a huge whistle. Uh-oh.
Jam was called off. Looked like they traded points 2-2.
So yeah, Tennessee really on a roll. You're right, they've got the momentum going. Let's see if that works for them. 60-7 in favor of Texas. 4.5 minutes left in the first half of this shortened game. We do have 4-3 pack advantage for Tennessee. Peace War sitting out for 30 seconds. I did not see the infraction.
Neither, but
she's waving to us.
She's waving to us. I got a little flustered as Peace War waved to me. Like, oh my God, she waved to me.
She's really nice too, and she's also a danceaholic.
Danceaholic?
Yes, she is.
That's something you catch. Pop-Tart takes lead jam status. Her first, Tennessee second. Let's see if they could do some, just a little bit of damage here. On her toe stops, trying to get through a solid Texas defense consisting of Freight Train.
Yeah, Freight Train, DeBella DeBall's in there. Peace War will be joining them shortly. Bugs Bunny reset again, still on her initial pass. We do have a forearm penalty being called, Guillotine Grace.
And Pop-Tart going to the penalty box.
Ooh, losing that lead jammer status.
And because lead jam status has been lost, full two minutes here.
Yep, second power jam for Texas so far this game.
It looks like we got a forearm call on number 12 for Texas.
DeBella DeBall, one of the captains of Texas All-Stars.
Co-captain I see here.
So 4-2 pack advantage for Tennessee, but they don't have a jammer at this moment.
Yeah, but ooh.
First star pass, and that's your lady friend,
Yeah,
P-Swore.
our friend waving to us.
She's now the jammer of record for Texas. Huge hit on P-Swore. She went down hard.
And Chaos recycles all the way to the back.
Yep. Developed ball sitting out the last few seconds of her penalty, but still 4-3 pack advantage for Tennessee.
Pop-Tart trying to pushing through.
Look at the strength of Pop-Tart. Really.
And sneaks around. She snuck around Freight Train. That's something you bring home to the kids right there.
Oh,
Putting
yeah,
up
for
4
sure.
points up on the board. But Tennessee losing their pivot. That's 220 Electric Cow.
Okay, Freight Train, P-Swore out. For 4 points for P-Swore. And we rarely see her jam, so this is very exciting.
Pop-Tart just has 1 left to beat. Oh, looks like some skates got tangled up there.
Oh, P-Sware's paying for that one. That means we'll have a power start for Tennessee, and that is their first power jam of this game.
Not only that, that is the first jam that Tennessee has won over Texas. 8 points for Tennessee, 7 for Texas.
Oh, this is exciting, and oh my God, it's already almost over. The first half is almost over.
Well, this is the first time that the clock has stopped. It's a timeout for Texas.
Wow, it flew by so fast.
It did, because it was real time, and there was no clock was stopping. So we can actually talk about some sponsors.
We can. This timeout is brought to you by Spank Alley, the only fully adjustable roller derby armbands on the market. They're shipping worldwide. Check them out at www.spankalley.com.au. So all the way from Australia.
Yes, make sure if you order from Spank Alley, those Australia shipping charges and the length that you have to wait for them to get to your house, but they are worth it once you get them.
Oh, definitely worth it. So we will have 4-3 pack advantage for Texas, but power start for Tennessee. This is very exciting, and I'm still really excited about P-Swore jamming.
All right, looks like we got Block Mage being the brace there for the Tennessee defense. See if they can help as they dissolve and try to help.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Try to help Jen Pinion through, and absolutely worked. Second lead jam says for Jen Pinion. Let's see if they can do something, because it may not have to do with the score. Nice little move on the outside lane, putting up 4 points.
Beautiful offensive fakie to the inside, but she snuck around the outside. She's
definitely got some skills. Electric Cow comes back out, and another little apex hop and skip on the inside lane, putting up another 4 points.
Great jam so far for Pinion.
P-Swore returning.
Stashing the helmet cover. Wow, look at the, yes.
I thought she made it, yeah.
Me too, it looked like she landed it. Playing it safe.
Maybe she did, and she didn't know it, and she just wanted to play it safe. You just never know sometimes.
Okay, P-Swore threw on her initial pass. Jam is called. Jen Pinion wisely. That's another jam won by Tennessee.
Putting up another 8 points for Tennessee and Jen Pinion's total. She is at 11. 67-26 in favor of Texas.
I believe this is the first scoreless jam for Texas so far this jam.
Oh, sorry, that's 11 points total. 11 points on this jam.
Yeah.
14 points total.
So first scoreless jam for Texas and the highest scoring jam so far for Tennessee. So very exciting.
And sometimes it doesn't have to do about what the score is going into halftime, just if you have momentum.
Oh, yeah.
And if this momentum, if Tennessee can carry this momentum going into the half, some funny things might happen in the second half. Looks like Pants and Beast Mode are making life difficult there for Diamond Cutter.
Great rotation of defense at the front of the pack. They're really covering every lane in front of Diamond Cutter until right now. She made it through barely on the outside. Turn number 2, lead jammer, Diamond Cutter for Texas. Punchbug jamming for Tennessee, still stuck. Oh, look at that attempted star pass. Ooh, being foiled by Freight Train. Great job by Freight Train, trying to keeping the pivot and jammer separated so far.
Pivot there is Alita 1 for Tennessee, number 329. The star is passed. It is Alita 1's She becomes the jammer of record. But she drops it so Punchbug can pick it up. Legal maneuver.
Yep, and they did. Nice reset again. Freight Train trying her best to do that defense, but did not prevent that star pass. That is the second star pass. Successful star pass for Tennessee. It did take a few attempts.
Another 4 points. Oh, sorry, another 8 points go on the board for Texas.
Yep, Tennessee holding at 26, but they're still in this game. We still have a 20-minute period in just under 10 minutes. So go refill your refreshments.
Go one lead jam status with 9 points. Jen Penning has 2 lead jam status with 14 points. Punchbug with 3 points. On the Texas side, Ali Gorey with 3 lead jam status and 12 points. Thugs Bunny 2 lead jam status and 10 points. Diamond Cutter 3 lead jam status and 16 points. Bazooka,
Bubble Bum.
Bubble Bum. Okay, I only have Bazooka on mine. She has 1 lead jam status with 19 points. Pandemonium Doll 1 lead jam status with 3 points. Speeding Beauty with 1 lead jam status and 8 points. And Peace War got the star pass to her, 7 points.
That's a whole lot of jammers for Texas.
It is, but there's not one that like comes out of that's rushing out of the pack. There are around 10 to 19. That's the average of the points. Like I said at the beginning, they're not getting greedy. They're not like, I want to do a 20-point jam. They're doing what needs to be done, calling it off, and giving it to someone else, let them play with it, and then they're just kind of passing it around like a hot potato. Meanwhile, Tennessee, their first 2 games was the jamming rotation of Pop-Tart, Jim Pinion, and Punchbug. You could put your money on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of the jams. It was going to be in that order. And they passed the star a few times as they had to get out of a sticky situation.
They passed it 2 times, and there was also 2 power jams for Texas. Texas also has passed the star 1 time to Peace War, and they've had one penalty that was also Peace War.
Peace War doing everything.
Always.
As she does.
Always.
Looks like we got Pop-Tart starting we're in the star with Ali Gorey. Ali Gorey takes her 4th lead jam status. She's working with 12 points.
Quickly, and she was declared lead jammer within 8 seconds. Oh, I have 3 of my Austin friends on the track right now. That is Gypsy Rolls Lee, Freight Train, and DeBella DeBall. They are joined by Guillotine Grace from Dallas.
Lady Macbeth pulling Ali Gorey all the way to the back. Did she pick up any points? Yes, 2 points assigned to Ali Gorey. Could have been worse as Pop-Tart hot on their heels while getting through on her initial. (77 to 26). Now, to those who are watching Derby for the very first time, people may think, oh, that's it. It's a 50 points. And like 50 points in roller derby is not the death knell. I've seen weirder things happen.
It's true, but it does take more laps to make that many points, as we've lost 1 point per pass now. But that is Thugs Bunny quickly taking lead jam for Texas.
That's her 3rd lead jam status, working with 10 points.
Jen Pignon back on the jam line for Tennessee, but she's still caught up in the pack on her initial pass. Look at that beautiful wide opening for Thugs that she got through.
But it looks like number 89 for Texas.
That is Arrakis.
The pivot going to the penalty box. I did not get the call. And Jen Penny with a star stash. Knocked out of bounds.
Thugs Bunny trying to push that pack all the way up, and she weaseled her way around, and she is through. 4 more points for Thugs Bunny.
Jim Pinion had 1 left to beat. Kind of slides off her shoulder, and she sneaks in on the inside lane for her initial pass.
Thugs is going to deny her any points, so that means Tennessee will hold at 26. Texas is up to 85. So quick 8 points, so that's Texas already scoring 10 points this second half.
With all of these jams by Texas, only one of them has hit double digits, and that was a Bazooka her second jam. Bazooka's second jam was a 12-point jam. Everything else has been 8. It's been literally around 8 to 4.
Yeah, again, double digits harder and harder to get because you have to do a whole extra lap to get into the double digits. So it's 3 scoring passes. So that's 4 full passes to get that. That's Peoduz at the front of the pack as pivot. Really, she just knocked down 2 blockers.
Oh, looks like we got Chaos wearing the star for the very first time.
Ooh, and getting the lead jammer status, first lead gem for Tennessee this second half.
That would be your captain for Tennessee.
And the fourth jammer they've added to the rotation, and she's already back around, sneaking around the outside. Great job calling off the jam right at the apex. I believe that would be the second scoreless jam for Texas so far this game.
And that would be 3 points added to Tennessee's total, 85-29. And it looks like we have, that is Punch Bug? I think that is Punch Bug.
Oh, Speeding Beauty taking the star for the second
Beauty
time this game. Scrim of skaters. Ooh. Speeding Beauty getting trapped at the front of the pack. Guillotine Grace going for the assist, but failing.
Punch Bug. Her first lead gem status.
And 2 lead gems in a row for Tennessee. Speeding Beauty's currently stashing the helmet cover. Ooh, huge hit. Great blocking by Freight Train at the front of the pack. Punch Bug resetting. Great job.
A little zig and zag through that pack. She puts up 4 points.
Yep, Speeding Beauty finally made it out of the pack. Oh, Power Jam also, and Lead Jam for Tennessee. Speeding Beauty will sit out for up to 30 seconds.
This is a big deal for Tennessee.
It really is, and it's only the second Power Jam all game for Tennessee.
But a recycle all the way to the back by number 12 on Texas.
That's DeBella DeBall.
DeBella DeBall.
DeBella DeBall's going to take her back all the way to almost to turn number 1. And then say, here, I'm going to lead you right into my wall of 4 blockers.
How nice of her.
Oh, but look at that. Oh!
Freight Train.
Huge hit. Okay, she's going to call it off from the ground. Just as Speeding Beauty got released from the pack.
Maybe she got the wind knocked out of her. She looks like she just got the wind knocked out of her as she gets up. Kind of skates off on her own. We always like to see when the skaters skate off on their own. So that was a 7-point jam for Punch Bug.
Yep, and a second scoreless jam in a row for Texas. Tennessee really working hard.
So we got Pop-Tart back out there. Going up against 10-10.
Bazooka Bubble Bum.
Bubble Bum. But she's on her way to the penalty box, so it is another power jam for Tennessee. The little murder maid, sorry. I always want to say murderer maid.
So we got Murda for short.
Murda for short.
She also plays with the Texas men's team.
And she always seems to be the last one that a jammer meets. And she makes sure that jammer doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, great job at the front of the pack. She's now bridging the 2 packs slowly, but look at lead jam again. That is Pop-Tart. Yep.
As Bazooka released from the penalty box, not through on her initial. So maybe Pop-Tart can get a couple points of DC for Tennessee and then call it off. Nice little hop skip. And does call it off. Another scoreless jam for Tennessee. 4 points.
40 points for Tennessee, 85 for Texas. It'll be a 4-3 pack advantage for Texas this next jam as all of the blockers are set up at the pivot line. For now.
Not for long. I think I heard you.
Yeah. Oh, still the jammer's going to have to skate a little bit just to meet up with all those blockers.
Tennessee down a blocker. That is number 23, Centilli Lace in the penalty box.
I really like how Texas was set up on both sides of that red pack.
Oh, Chaos. Chaos trying to barrel through, get around Peace War. Gets around the entire Texas defense. Gets another lead jam status for Tennessee, and for her, she's working with 3 points.
Tennessee has had lead jam 4 of the last 5 jams, so they are really on a roll. They are warmed up and ready. Pandemonium Doll still on her initial pass, stashing the helmet cover. Penalty on Peace War.
And Chaos through on the outside after a quick little spin move. 4 points on the board. Looks like Pandemonium Doll threw on her initial. Maybe Chaos wants to get through.
Pandemonium Doll hitting butt to butt at the back of the pack, but as the jam is called, could it be another scoreless jam for Texas?
No, it looks like
Oh,
Texas got 1 point.
186-47. So Tennessee slowly chipping away in that lead. 7-point jam for Chaos. And 3 blockers for everyone. P4 still in the penalty box from the previous jam. Looks like Allegory back on the jam line for Texas.
And that is not something you want to see if you are a Tennessee fan, Allegory on that line. But Jen Pinion up for Tennessee.
She's got to get around Guillotine Grace and Freight Train.
Allegory with her 5th lead jam status. But Jen Pinion escapes the pack.
Allegory already back around. Look at, oh my God, beautiful. Freight Train just opened up to the outside. DeBella opened up the inside, and she skated right between, calling off the jam quickly.
She had to. Jen Pinion was hot approaching the pack. So only 4 points up goes up for Texas. And if that was Jen Pinion last time, then that means Punch Bug back out there. Thankfully, she wasn't too hurt from the last time we saw her. She got knocked down. Maybe she just brushed it off, just shook it off.
Oh yeah, she's a teenager. She's young. They bounce well, but
they bounce right back up.
Yep, that's Thugs Bunny wearing those fun Texas pants, and I really want a pair of those. These look really cool.
It looks like 329 and Alita won. It looks like nice hit there by number 23, Centilly Lace, making Thugs Bunny work for it.
And possibly hitting her right in the chin. Yes, they saw that, and Thugs Bunny is through, and Thugs Bunny is the lead jammer. So we have 3-2 pack advantage currently for Texas.
And no pass, no penalty, but that allows Punch Bug to get through in their initial.
Woo. And Thugs easily skated by just the 2 blockers on the track, called off the jam. Texas up to 95 points, so quick 4-point jam for Thugs Bunny. Still 4-2 pack advantage for Texas.
And the sparkless one, Diamond Cutter returning to the line, going up against Pop-Tart. And you can tell it's Pop-Tart because she's as tall as me.
And it's really 3-2 pack advantage. Diamond Cutter on the jam line.
And Alita 1 looks like a release from the penalty box, so it looks like Tennessee will get their pivot back as Diamond Cutter skates on by. 4th lead jam status, Pop-Tart right behind her.
She is not the lead jammer.
Oh, excuse me. Pop-Tart would be your lead jammer. It must have been a no.
Yep, she called it off quickly. So 0 for Pop-Tart on that one. I don't know if Diamond managed to steal any points there.
I saw no points go up from the ref. So the first game, first of the game, a scoreless frame. Bowling frame for me, 0-0. Oh, looks like the sign of the cheeseburger is up and it's official review by somebody.
Sign of the cheeseburger. You know what? Pandemonium Doll of Texas knows sign language, so she would know that that is cheeseburger.
That's a cheeseburger? Or, you know, to be fair, it could be a hamburger. It doesn't have to have cheese on it. It could be a chicken sandwich.
I like a cheeseburger, no cheese.
Cheeseburger, no cheese?
Yes.
I think those are called hamburgers. So while the refs are going to talk some things over and talk about things that someone didn't like, we're going to talk about things that we do like. 187 Killer Pads have been designing and constructing pads for top professional athletes for the past decade. Started by a longtime skater and a family-owned upholstery shop, 187 Killer Pads has since become the preferred choice of skaters worldwide. With its visionary design and revolutionary system, 187 Killer Pads continues to lead the way in rising industry standards and making protective gear better. Follow them on Instagram and on the interwebs at www.187killerpads.com.
And looking to Twitter, I think Kemp is looking for that sponsorship. Tennessee coming through with the halftime Coke Energy. I'm sure he means Coca-Cola.
I would hope so.
Yes. About Betty's are saying, who else is watching? Texas versus Tennessee. You can have all the snacks if I can watch Derby. Not a lot of Twitter action, so if you'd like to talk to us, it's hashtag BOTAS 2019.
And I don't have the Twitter machine.
Oh, don't do it. It's a trick anyway.
Yeah. I don't have the Twitter machine. I am not falling for that trap. I enjoy my time.
Yeah, it is a time sucker for sure. But we're watching.
And it looks like refs have talked it over. Don't know if we're going to get someone to come and tell us exactly what happened. No call stands. I'm hearing from the venue call talking about a track cut. They did not see the track cut, so the no call stands.
Okay, full complement of blockers and jammers on the track. That is Speeding Beauty jamming for Texas.
And
but
chaos. 3 for 3 in the lead gym status.
Chaos, if they've kept it in their back pocket until this game as a jammer, doing a great job. I think she's become the 4th jammer. Tapped out of bounds, and look at that great play by Chaos. Huge hit on Speeding Beauty. She's back up. Uh-oh.
And I can't see who else went down. It's Jenny Haight, number 22. Looks like she's slow to get up.
It's our 3rd injury today. Hopefully this is not too serious.
Yeah, don't jinx it. Don't jinx it.
Okay.
Don't even talk about it.
Okay, nothing, no one. Nothing, no one.
Looks like there were 3 points went on the board from Chaos. Jenny Haight getting up.
So Speeding Beauty is paying for that one. She's starting this next jam from the penalty box. So it's power start for Tennessee.
But Tennessee is down their blocker, 0-0 block mage, down their pivot, 0-0 block mage from Chattanooga Roller Girls. In fact, Team Tennessee is mainly consisted of Chattanooga Roller Girls, Nashville Roller Girls, and the Hard Knocks Roller Girls, with a few Clarksville Roller Derby, including one of my favorites, number 100, Beast Mode. And the refs are talking things over, so I'm going to talk about some other things. Stake wear, protect yourself from impact. Contact wear for full contact in action sports. Check them out at www.stakeswear.com. Also, check out BOTAS on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. BOTAS 2019 hashtag. That's how you do things, right? on the Twitter machine, you got to put that little hashtag mark, hashtag BOTAS 2019. And Muffin's going to see if she can read the, look at that, OMG.
On the Twitter?
Chaos taking leads and stealing hearts.
Definitely, she's won my heart over.
Yes.
And when I see her name, I want to say Captain Chaos. And if you're old like me, you would know that's referring to Captain Caveman.
Yes.
From way back when. I'm old. Uh-oh. So we have
I got it.
Allegory approaching. Oh, so with the shorter games, we only have 5 max penalties, so we may have Speeding Beauty fouling out of the game. She's being escorted by one of the coaches. That is Lambo Arfides of Texas Men's, one of the coaches of the Texas All-Stars.
that is not, she's not leaving for, it's an egregious hit, being egregious low block is what the referee said. So that was, she did not foul out. She was ejected for an egregious hit on Jenny Haight, number 22.
So Allegory will be sitting out the rest of that penalty. So power start for Tennessee. Tennessee jammer is Jen Pinion.
Jen Pinion trying to find her path in life, but path through the pack. Trying to sneak on the outside, trying to do any spin move. Anything she can do to try to get at her. And Allegory trying to release from the penalty box, serving the penalty for Sleeping Beauty.
Allegory has the fastest feet in the West. She keeps tiptoeing around, but no, she's got to reset again. Still on her initial pass. Ooh. See, look at, she bounces up too. Look at that. She takes a knee, she's up. She takes a knee, she's up.
And a couple skaters take a tumble, take a spill right there.
Tennessee doing a great defensive work at the front of the pack.
Block Mage has been all over Ali Gorey this entire jam, recycling her back a few times. Not an easy thing to do, but that is Ali Gorey's 6th lead jam status of the game.
So Jen Pinion was just hanging back at the back of the pack. I don't know what she's planning, but she's waiting. She's got to get around Arrakis. I believe that's Ruby Rad. Okay, she's out, but Ali Gorey's in front of her. Ali Gorey 1 lap ahead. She's gonna, call off the jam.
Call it off.
Holding Jen to 0. Texas officially doubling the score of Tennessee, 100-50.
They hit the centennial mark, the 100 mark. But give it up for Tennessee, 50 points against Texas. Uh-oh, look who's wearing the star for Texas.
Choo. For the first time, that is Freight Train number 202 with a choo-choo, jamming for the Texas All-Stars.
For those of you who are watching for the very first time, you are about to watch something very, very special as Freight Train is going to jam.
4-3 pack advantage for Texas. That is Punchbug jamming for Tennessee. I see my phone flashing. I think Twitter's going crazy right now. Piece 4 hitting out Punchbug. They both go down right at the apex. Freight Train is through first. She is the lead jammer.
No, not lead jammer.
The jammer in the lead.
Punchbug is your
lead jammer, and Tennessee really splitting lead jammer status the second half of this game. But look at
calling
that
off.
hack. Oh, my heart.
Sorry I lied to you folks out there. That Tennessee defense, including Beast Mode, with a major block on Freight Train, keeping Freight Train to 0. How many teams can say that?
Right. Yeah, they get bragging rights right there. Little Punchbug, our little baby Punchbug. So I have a new friend, John Borden. You're my favorite too. He says Muffin Tumble is my new favorite roller derby announcer.
Oh, new
Peace,
friend.
Heart, and is that a jalapeno?
That looks like a jalapeno.
Okay, Arrakis jamming for the first time today. So Texas just showing off their deep derby jammer bench. Arrakis has already been declared lead jammer. Jamming for Tennessee, that's Pop-Tart. Arrakis, ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, trying the apex attempt to jump the apex, but no, foiled. Jamming, calling off the jam. We have hugs.
She came in very, very hot, and once the whistle blew, she immediately wrapped those arms around, making sure neither of them fell. They kind of kept their balance and said, "You all right?" "Yeah, I'm all right."
So we have 2 0-0 jams in a row. This is very exciting, and we do have a timeout, official timeout.
Official timeout. Official's going to talk about some things. We're going to talk about things. We're going to talk about someone got lead against Freight Train. Tennessee are killing it. That is from at Katie a Perfect.
Oh, Magical Wheelist. Yes, there will be full-length bouts starting tomorrow, all day, every day, and through Sunday. So we'll go to the real derby, full 7 penalties, full amount of timeouts.
The full amount of all the thing. We do the 40-minute bouts on the first 2 days to get all of the games in. But all games hit 60 minutes starting tomorrow at 8 a.m.
Is it 8 tomorrow?
Yes.
Oh, good God. Oh, I haven't seen my schedule yet, but I hope I get to sleep in. I was here for the 9 o'clock bout this morning, and that's really 8 o'clock Texas time. So, yeah, hopefully I get to sleep in. Okay, fast pack, Murder, trying to do some offensive
It looks like Thugs Bunny wearing the star and against Pop-Tart once again back out there.
Yep, 2 in a row from Pop-Tart.
And she has some unfinished business. No, she's in the penalty box. That's why.
Power
it's a power start for
start.
Thugs Bunny.
Missed
I'm sorry,
that
I did not see Pop-Tart over there in the penalty box. Thugs Bunny takes her 5th lead jam status, working with 22 points.
She's pulling up her big girl Texas pants. And I don't know, Thugs is, yes, she is the lead jammer. Okay. Power jam over Thugs. Ooh, look at that. Staying in bounds. Oh, look at that.
Big hits.
Oh, my God. Pop-Tart is bowling for dollars, and she just won a Thugs Bunny. Huge hits. She tried to be nice. Okay. No comment. Okay, 4 points for Thugs Bunny on that one before going down hard at turn number 2.
26 points total for Thugs Bunny, 104-50. About 3.5 minutes left in the game.
This game flew by so fast, but this is very exciting. Diamond Cutter jamming again for Texas.
And it's looking like Chaos. That is Chaos wearing the star for Tennessee.
Captain Chaos!
Trying her hardest to just fight her way through.
Oh, she's
staying inbounds, and she does. Takes her 4th lead jam status.
Oh, look at this. We have a star pass attempt. That is Freight Train the pivot, and now the jammer of record for Texas. This is only the first star pass this half and the second star pass all day for Texas.
Thought Chaos was through, but she gets called for a forearm. She goes to the penalty box. Now Freight Train. It's Freight Train time. 4 points goes up on the board.
And we'll continue for over a minute. So
Yep.
Let's see what happens next. Who's out there rooting for a little choo-choo? Freight Train trying to go around the outside, and she's like, no, I'm going to go through the inside. Most of her skills are she's also a jam skater. She started 2011 with HRD, which is Houston Roller Derby, and transferred to Texas in 2015, where she's been a Texecutioner ever since. Power jam is over. Captain Chaos stuck behind Peace War. The back of the pack. Freight Train getting held up right at the southern apex. the 3-4 apex.
The one further away from us. Another 4 points go up on the board for Freight Train. It's Chaos trying to make some. Almost dead.
I thought she had it. Okay, she's going to continue. No pass, no penalty. She's going to continue on her way.
So instead of 4 points, that's just the 3. No pass, no penalty. Takes a point away.
Freight Train through again for another scoring pass. 16 points so far for Freight Train as a jam is called, taking Texas to 120. 55, 56 points, so 6-point jam for Tennessee, and Captain Chaos. I'm sorry, I just gave her a new name. I'm very sorry. Oh, Karen A. Perfect. She says, you're kidding. Incredible. This is peak roller derby. Thanks for watching, Katie A. Perfect.
And to Magical Wheel is sweet. Thanks, announcers. Well, you're welcome.
You're very welcome, and thanks for watching and participating on the Twitter. Pandemonium Doll back on the jam line for Texas. She has not jammed for several jams since jam number 7-ish.
And the timeout has been called for Tennessee. 1:11 left, 120 to 56.
This timeout is brought to you by, who have we not talked about? We talked about everyone, but let's thank our tournament organizer and founder of Battle of the All-Stars. You know her as Vanessa Seitz, you know her as V-Diva, and we love her for putting on this show. Thank you, V-Diva.
Also like to thank some social media guy named Chad Newt. I don't know who that guy is, but he's someone, I don't know.
Yes, you wouldn't be watching without him, so
yes,
big thanks.
If he wasn't here, you would not be watching the derby that we are commenting on. Jen Pinion takes lead jam status. That is her 3rd, working with 14 points.
Pandemonium Doll still on her initial, caught up right at the apex. Jen Pinion trying to sneak by, getting shut down. That is Guillotine Grace. Ooh. Guillotine working with Peo Duz of Houston Roller Derby. Peo Duz is also a full-size model. Pandemonium Doll out on her initial pass. Held scoreless by Tennessee. Tennessee doing a great job today.
Several times they held Texas scoreless.
Yep, and 3 more points for Tennessee, taking them to 60, so 4 more points, 60 to 120. So, ooh.
We might be able to squeeze just one more jam in here. As I saw Pop-Tart on her way to the line. I did not. Against Ali Gorey.
Yep, look at that. 5 seconds on the game clock. Here
just
we go.
in time. We got one more off. Look at those toe stops on Pop-Tart.
3 lead gems in a row for Tennessee.
Her 4th of the game. Ali Gorey
out on her initial
stashed the star on her way through.
Oh, I love fast derby. Ali Gorey, look at that, bobbing and weaving, trying to get through.
She takes a stumble. One more to go. Uses the toe stops and gets through.
And catches up to Jane Pinion. Oh, Pop-Tarts. Pop-Tarts, sorry about that. It's a race, and we're going to let it run a minute and a half on the jam clock. Pinion's got to get around. Oh, she does.
Pop-Tart gets around, and she sneaks on the outside.
Great job by Pop-Tart. Ali Gori through as well, but she is a half a lap behind at this point.
No pass, no penalty. That's only 3 points go up for Pop-Tart.
Yes, Pop-Tart, you should keep skating as long as you can. Keep skating. I'm telling you this, she cannot hear me. Oh.
She falls down and goes, well, I'm down. I got to go.
She could have, but she did a great job. She did 7 points on that one. 67 to 124, 4 points for Ali Gori. Unofficial final, more points for Texas. 128. So 8-point jam. 67 for Tennessee. That was a lot of fun.
That was so much fun. I hope all of you out there liked it. Hope you enjoyed my announcing. Hope you enjoyed Muffin's announcing. And we will be back with the presentation of the not just presentation, but the interviews with the MVPs. So don't go anywhere.
Thank you so much.
All right, the New Jersey Knight here with the MVP of the bout that you just saw, number 480 Chaos. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
How is it to be on the track with some of Texas, of Dallas?
They're most of our idols, so it's really mind-boggling, and we're really happy that we held our own, so truly amazing.
Okay, what I always like to do is start with a fun one. So what is the secret origin of your Derby name and your Derby number?
The name kind of, I had a coach at the time who was like, you just come in and mess stuff up, so Chaos kind of stuck. And then 480 is actually a cop code for a hit-and-run felony. Just randomly chose it, so it works.
That does work. On the broadcast, we had a Muffin there, and she kept calling you Captain Chaos. Something to think about.
I'm the captain.
you are the captain. That's why I think that's where it came from. So take us back. What were some of the things? You were kind of their secret weapon. For the first 2 games, it was 1-2-3, 1-2-3, a Pop-Tart, Jen Pinion, and Punch Bug. But you came in there as kind of like a secret weapon and just kind of wrecked shop in the second half, and Texas kind of went, what was going on? What were some of the things going through your mind? You're going, hey, I need, my team needs me.
Yeah. You know, honestly, I have no idea. I think the adrenaline took over, and it just, I had great blockers to get me through. I had some good offense, and just listening to them and trusting them truly made it happen. Yeah, so.
Yeah. You definitely had a good defense there by Tennessee defense has been on point here, so they definitely helped you out here. Anything you'd like to say to the fans out there?
We love you guys. That's all I got. No.
And we love you, the MVP for Tennessee, number 480 Chaos, or Captain Chaos, as my would say. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hello, Derby fans. I am Muffin Tumble, and I am here with Ali Gori. She was named MVP of that wonderful game, hard-fought game. Ali Gori is from Alamo City. You've been skating for 6 years, but tell me, I think you're new to all this big stuff, right?
I am, yes. This is my first year on Team Texas. I made it in December. I've been training since then for this, and this is my first real tournament like at this level, so this is so cool.
Oh, she did a great job. So, next up, welcome to the big leagues. You're playing the All-Stars of the next game, New York or Massachusetts. Who knows who that could be, but are you ready?
I'm so ready.
I think you are. Okay, so, hidden talents. I hear you're a gardener.
I like to garden, yes.
I hear you dance like a grandma. Can you demo that for the Derby fans? Ooh, I like it. I like it. Okay, Ali Gori, one to watch. She's new at this, but she's going to be around. Thank you so much. Thanks, Ali. Have fun. Bye.
All right, here's what we're going to do, kids. By now, I'm sure you're very familiar with the drill. What are we going to do? We're going to chop it. We're going to chop the stream right now. I'm going to stop it and restart it. That way it's easier to find. We'll go back later on to look through the streams. So hold on just one moment. Hold on to your hats. 20-something minutes, I don't know, that clock right? If it's right, 24 minutes, 23 seconds, we're going to see Team New York take on Team Massachusetts.